Happy Wednesday, Coolest Coast. It is time for Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We're your hosts. This is Kristin Odell of KLO. I'm Tina Prigge with Vagabond Creative Studio. Thank you to Just Orthodontics for sponsoring this episode this morning. Good morning, Kristin.
Good morning. Let's see. Nope, that's going to be wrong. I had to turn it around.
I have to say, all is right
Wait,
in my
can
world
you
this
make
morning.
it just?
Oh my God. Hold on. Can we? Just a little, oh, wait, I'm too far. Hold on. Just. Wait, am I too close to the camera? Should I? Hold on. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, we should clarify, Kristin, because last week we were futzing around and we thought it was hilarious, and it turns out the viewers couldn't see any part of it. So what happened is Kristin and I realized that we have a toggle switch where we can flip our screens. So if you've watched this show, you'll notice sometimes where we notice that Coolest Coast, like behind me, is flipped, or where Kristin's desk is maybe over her other shoulder. And so last week, while we were on the air, we were flipping and we could see it, and it was hilarious, right? When we watched the replay, it didn't show any of that to the audience, so it just made us look really crazy.
I love it. I will be the first to say I do not normally watch the show on playback. Just is not anything I've ever done. And for whatever reason, I think I went in to click something, to add some websites or whatever, and it started playing, and all of a sudden I was like, wait, it didn't actually change. We look like we're insane. And we were laughing and having a hysterical time. So any of you that watched and wondered, are they on something today? The answer is no, we weren't.
We were just on the misconception that what we saw in the back end of the live stream production was what you saw, which we now know is not always true. So it's funny because we thought we had flipped our screens and it's not what it was showing you viewers. So like I would point like this, like, hey, here's Kristin, right?
And it looked right to us.
Nothing matched up. So that was your little bit of crazy for this morning, which isn't that why you watch the show? Because we have some fun together.
Oh my gosh. It's definitely like my face hurt after last week. My cheeks hurt from laughing, which is always a good problem to have. But
yeah.
Oh man, when I watched it back and realized it wasn't right, I was like, oh my gosh, we are terrible.
Yeah. And so viewers, I hope you didn't second guess yourself. Like, what am I missing here? What's happening? Because literally there was nothing there.
Good morning, Connor.
Connor said just coffee and coolness is what you're running on. That is awesome. I love that.
I feel like that it should be a shirt.
Yeah, I do too. Or a tagline at the very least. I'm putting that on the placard next week, Connor, okay?
Yeah.
Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Just coffee and coolness is what we're running on.
I mean, that could be like a shirt you guys sell. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I can see that at the Gritty Badger, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Gritty Badger, let's talk about this. I know you talked about the socks a little bit. I got to do yoga with Emily this morning. Emily Howe is the owner.
Nice.
And so I'm hoping she's had a good kind of soft opening. I know she said she's open a bunch of days this week, so make sure you go check it out.
Yeah, and what was cool yesterday, you can tell like I've got short sleeves on. It's a totally different like environment since the last time we did this show. It's beautiful out. So yesterday when I was leaving, she was doing some evening hours and the garage door was wide open and you could just see all of the socks and other cool products. And I thought, what a cool vibe she's got going on.
Is Jason leaving for the office?
Can you hear his motorcycle?
So fun.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice because you can hear him coming home too.
Yeah, what a beautiful morning today to be on a bike.
Yeah, I agree. I've got my jeans on because I'll hop on mine to go down to the office after this show.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Hey, speaking of a beautiful day, nice day, this is a meme that made me laugh this week. It says, you could say, have a nice day, no problem, but saying, enjoy the next 24 hours sounds vaguely threatening. What do you think?
I do. There's something, I can't think of what the word is. It's not sadistic. That's not right. What would be like a Jekyll? It's a word that starts with S.
Connor, help us out.
We're playing a game here called Guess the Word That's in Kristin's Head. But anyway, yeah, there is something a little bit like why are you saying it like that? Is something supposed, are you going to make sure something happens to me?
Right, right. So words matter essentially, right? The way you phrase something can totally change the way that it's perceived.
I think so. I think so. Um, yeah. What do you think when you read it? Were you like, I don't like how that sounds?
Yeah, it was totally on point, right? Like if somebody came up to me and enjoy the next 24 hours, it sounds vaguely threatening, right? Like either they know of something impending or they're planning something impending.
Is it the inflection of the voice that matters? Like, enjoy the next 24 hours.
Hey, Kristen, enjoy the next 24 hours.
Right. See, when you say it like that, I'm kind of like, okay, that was weird. No,
And then Lisa suggested,
sardonic. No, I don't think I've ever
good
heard.
word though, good word.
It's kind of like sneaky, um, maybe a little bit mischievous or behind your back. I'll get it. If I get it, if we don't get it during the show, I will
Watch the
find
chat.
it.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the comments and then
But keep sharing your suggestions. One word that it makes me feel is skeptical, right? Like I totally believe if you say "Have a nice day,"
yeah.
it's like I suppose though you if you say that kind of sardonically, oh, have a nice day, like good day, sir, right?
Sleazy sounds like the ninth dwarf.
It would be kind of a sleazy way to go through the day, right? Like, hey,
Yeah.
enjoy the next 24 hours.
Man, I wish I could think of what the word is.
It'll come to you.
It will.
It'll
It'll
come.
come as soon as we turn the show off.
So, Kristen, you shared a fun picture. And as soon as I saw this picture, I thought of the conversation we were having last week. We were talking about these adorable chucklings at Woodland Dunes. And you sent this picture of chipmunk treats. And it just made me think, oh, chucklings. So, tell us about chipmunk cheeks.
Chipmunk Cheeks is a super cute ice cream shop and candy shop and soda shop in Siren, Wisconsin. Does anybody know where Siren, Wisconsin is?
Okay. I had no idea where Siren, Wisconsin is. Kristen, can you pull out your hand map and show us where Siren, Wisconsin is?
Here comes the hand map. So, if this is Door County, Green Bay, Siren is like way up here. Not quite Superior, like that would be maybe over here, but like think like Rice Lake area. We took the Odell camper and show on the road and we headed 5 hours northwest for the weekend. And like any good family does, we had to find the local ice cream shop.
Nice. Wait, one more question. Was it sly? Is that the
Oh,
word?
it's a
No.
longer word. It's not a short word.
Is it salacious?
Nope.
Hold on. There's a librarian watching. Tim, can you help Kristen figure out the word? Tim said, have you ever done the acting exercise, one sentence, 5 ways? I haven't, but I'm super intrigued and I think I would love to.
Yeah, I personally have not, but I'm pretty sure my oldest daughter has because she's done acting classes at Treehouse and they do lots of fun activities like that where they have to say different words and come up with different things. And yeah,
Yeah, Tim, you should tell us about the funniest experience you've had playing that.
that's true.
Okay, so Chipmunk Cheeks in Siren, Wisconsin, way up on like, the pinky ring finger nail.
Yeah,
Um, how was the ice cream?
it was awesome. It just was fun. So this store was connected to another store right next to it that had like kitchen supplies and just really nice kitchen stuff. And the same people that own that actually own a little coffee shop also up there. Cutest little town ever. So we definitely enjoyed some time. We spent a lot of time outside. Surreptitious?
Surreptitious.
Say it again.
Surreptitious.
Do you know that for sure?
Surreptitious? Yeah.
I'm impressed by your vocabulary expanse.
Aw, thanks. I love language. I'm not sure if that's the word that you're looking for or
It's
not.
not. It's not that complicated. It's like you got
And
it.
Tim said he missed the description. Can you describe this word again? Maybe that will help us get on the right track.
It makes me think of a jester, and it's like somebody who's a little sneaky or behind the scenes. So when you say like enjoy the next 24 hours, there's something that feels like there's something happening behind that. It's not suspect. Uh, we'll get
Little
it.
under
You
a
guys,
little underhanded or something? A
yeah,
little
it starts with an S. It starts with S, I'm almost sure. Or it has an S sound in it.
there may be an S adjacent to it.
Not scheming. It's a word used to describe somebody.
Scheming.
Yes.
Scheming is good though, yeah.
Listen,
Mm.
this is super fun just because you guys have given us a lot of really fun words.
Yeah, on an early Wednesday morning, you guys have a great, robust vocabulary. I love it.
Chris?
Duplicitous, Connor, or Tim, sorry, Tim. Duplicitous, that's a great word.
Doesn't start with an S, Tim. You're
It
not
does
fully
have an
corrected.
S sound in it.
I'm pretty confident it starts with an S.
Okay, Tim, try again. Starts with an S. We think. And I don't know the answer, so I can't be much help.
The answer is here, but it's not.
The answer's the answer's here, but because we're live, I can't dedicate the brain space.
There's blocking happening right now. Talk about something else. Maybe it'll slide in.
Okay, let's talk about so we talked about chipmunk cheeks and the delicious ice cream treats. What's happening with these treats?
So here's a second question of the day.
Mhm.
We have a tradition when we go camping, no matter near or far, we always have to make a quick trip stop. Usually it involves lunch, like a cheeseburger or something totally unhealthy, but it also involves getting treats. So Doug and I shared a bag of peanut M&Ms. That was like our pick. What would be your pick, Tina?
Oh, if I was splurging on like a I don't think this is it. Serpentine means kind of like S-like. I don't think so. Still great word though. Love it. Um, so I sometimes fall for a
No, thought
Twix.
of it. Sinister. See?
It totally sounds sinister. You're right. Enjoy the next 24 hours, no matter how you say it.
Thank God we talked about candy. Sinister. See, there's lots of S sounds in it. Tim. Sure. Now you comment it.
Thanks for playing along, Tim.
Oh, sorry. Sorry for the interruption, but it
Okay, do it again. Give us something else to guess because that was fun. I love to
okay.
see what people are thinking.
So quick trip treats.
Okay.
What's your pick?
Okay, so viewers, what is your pick? What is your like sweet go-to if you're on a road trip and you stop at a quick trip? Oftentimes I'll get like a Twix. It doesn't matter if it's the left side or the right side, right? Like I love a Twix. I also love a Heath bar.
Ooh. Do you ever eat Score bars?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Score's good. I love mallow cups.
No, I'm not a marshmallow person.
It's marshmallow with coconut. Hmm.
Squirrel moment, back to candy. And Tim said his go-to is crickets. Okay, wait. Speaking of crickets, speaking of Tim, I have the perfect little meme to show you.
Do you? Yeah, you do.
Okay, so look at this. It looks like a monster. This looks like something of a Godzilla, right? But if you read what it says, I tried to take a photo of a grasshopper on my windshield, but now it looks like it's gigantic and destroying the town.
I
And
love
Tim, I just want to know, would you eat it?
I'm thinking he would. So Tim, my only thing is like we're talking Quick Trip. I don't think Quick Trip has crickets.
Oh, not yet anyway. But
Yeah.
you know who does? The library. If you participate in the summer reading program,
You can eat crickets?
as a prize, you can get crickets, edible crickets.
Are they chocolate covered?
I don't think so. The last time they had them, they were different flavored varieties. Like there was like a bacon flavor. There was maybe like a sour cream and chive flavor.
Ew.
Tim said, I could eat that bug in one sitting. I'd save the town with my appetite. And then he said, Quick Trip has crickets behind the building. Illicit crickets.
I know. I mean, so Tina, you mentioned some good. My girls all go for like the sour worms or sour,
Oh, like a Sour Patch
yeah,
Kid or
Dora
like
picked
a
Mambas. Uh,
yeah.
on the way out there, Nora had Muddy Buddies, which is like Chex
Mm.
Mix, but peanut butter and chocolate.
Ooh, that's
On the
tasty.
way out there, Grace had Quick Trip has like cookie dough in a edible cookie dough in a container.
Mm-mm.
I think
I
Grace liked that.
I love homemade cookie dough, but I can't eat cookie dough, like, pre-made from a store,
Yeah.
and I also can't eat cookie dough in something like ice cream. Isn't that weird? Like, I love cookie dough,
Mm. Cookie
but
ice
only I guess only my own.
cream. Aw. Yeah.
Wait, Buddy Holly and the Crickets is what I like? Okay, Connor, is this music or is this something that you eat?
Yeah, and if it is music, which is what I think you should put a link to a video of Buddy Holly and the Crickets in the comments so that if people want to explore this genre of music, they can have easy access.
Yeah, yeah, good call. We gotta keep the next generation aware of the good music that has gone before.
Mhm.
We were talking about the whole Scamp the Monkey promotion with Youth Resource Hub, and on WOMT radio, Lee Davis played "Hey Hey, We're the Monkeys, and people say we monkey around,"
Yeah.
and the young girl that was with us was like, "What? That's actually a song?" So not everything translates, right? Like if it's not like popular at the time. So yeah, Connor, share a link.
Yes, very cool.
And Tim said he's got to head to work. Stay sinister, ladies.
I'll do
Tim, enjoy the next 24 hours.
yeah, good luck with the next 24 hours, Tim.
Throwing sinister shade.
Say that without my eyebrows going up, which is why my nonverbals would always give me away and show that I'm truly not sinister. I can't hide it.
Can you say something sinisterly?
Like what? I have to think for a minute. I need to get into my creative space and I'm not there right now.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah, I've never shared this before.
No. Is this yours? Is this in your house?
This is in my house. I was making
Oh,
coffee this morning and I was like, I have never sent this to Tina, but I feel like I need to.
yeah.
There's proof that I drink coffee, by the way. The collection of coffee grounds on the top. I didn't do that today. That is a collection over time of things that spill off the spoon. Yeah, a day without coffee is like, just kidding. I have no idea.
Just kidding. I have no idea.
I feel this through and through. I drink coffee every day.
Yeah.
I would miss it if I didn't. I mean, could I survive without it? Probably. But I would miss it. I would desire it. I might crave it. If I were to say I had a vice, coffee is probably it.
Yeah, me too. There'd be a little bit of agony if I couldn't start the day with a cup,
Yeah.
and probably lethargy. What are these for words? Give us your best words to describe how you would feel if you were denied coffee for a day.
Yeah, or whatever it is. Like for Doug, it's Diet Mountain Dew. So if somebody said you specifically fountain, we call it Fountain Dew. It's Fountain Diet Mountain Dew from the Quick Trip because they have the perfect blend and carbonation and ice. But if I told Doug you cannot have Diet Mountain Dew today, I think that would make him angry.
Would it kind of ruin his day, do you think?
For sure. Just like I would be ruined if I didn't have a cup of coffee.
Let's take a little pause here and sip our delicious coffee in our Just Orthodontics mugs, which I realized I just said into the mug while I was drinking, which is probably not good form on a live stream.
Welcome to Coffee with Kristin. That's probably like as sinister as I can get.
That's good. I don't envision you as sinister. You don't have a sinister vibe, which is good.
Yeah. Let's talk about people who can you read? I thought you were going to work, Tim.
Yeah, bereft. That is kind of a good description.
Bereft. That's a good word. Tina,
Hmm.
define bereft.
Like unexpectedly left without, like denied something, like something is like taken from you without a good explanation, without, just bereft. You're like missing it, but almost can't identify, like why is how I would describe it. I'm sure Webster's goes a little different direction with it, but
That was a great explanation on the spot.
thanks.
Listen, I just have to say, we need to pause and just say the vocabulary capabilities of our amazing audience today. I'm super impressed.
Me too. Me too. All right. What would be a synonym for impressed? I am, I mean, impressed is like the perfect way to describe it.
My mind is blown by our audience.
I am gobsmacked by the command of the English language possessed by our audience.
That is your word. Word always gobsmacked. It's such a good one.
Thanks. You can't use it all the time, but
Yeah.
have a gobsmacked 24 hours, Kristen.
See, that sounds good.
It sounds better, doesn't it?
It's gonna be an epic 24 hours.
Yeah, no, that's positive, right? Like embracing it and saying it to yourself doesn't have that same sinister quality.
Or it could be like, good luck with the next 24 hours, fool.
Fool, I pity the fool. Hey, one time I saw Mr. T. I was in Chicago, and Tim said, he works at the library, by the way. He says, I love words. That's why I'm not at work. I thought he was going to say, that's why I'm at work.
His vice is the words and the communication. He can't let go.
We've ensnared him.
Wednesday without coffee and Kristin and Tina would just be like nothing.
Yeah, fill in the blank. If you would be bereft without coffee with Kristen and Tina, what would a Wednesday without coffee with Kristen and Tina be like?
I know that I miss you when we don't have the show. Let's just put it that way.
Thanks, ditto. This week was a week where I didn't even get to see you in person. So that was like,
Yet.
oh,
Yet.
oh.
Yeah, last week we got to see each other a couple of times. It was really fun.
So wait, is that yet part of enjoy the next 24 hours?
You just never know. I love it. Okay, Tina, what did you guys do to celebrate the Memorial Day holiday weekend?
Well, it was also my birthday, so there was cake and there were
Hey,
balloons and
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tina. Happy birthday to you.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're 51.
Hey! Shh.
You don't look a day over 35.
Thank you.
25?
Now you're being quite sinister. Now you're being suspect. Maybe duplicitous.
Okay, how'd you celebrate?
Got together with family. They surprised me, and my grandma was there too. We went up to Luigi's and had pizza. Just
Hmm.
yeah, it was so chill and so relaxed. And then Jason and I spent the afternoon riding our motorcycles all around the county because the day was so beautiful.
What was the best thing you saw on your bike ride?
So we actually had a plan for this ride. We decided to visit a bunch of county lake parks that have water access just to see what it's like. And it's interesting because they were so different. We went to about 6 or 7, and some were like super chill, like not very busy, and like a place where you might want to set up a lawn chair and read a book and just hang out. And then some of the other lakes were super busy, like people had motorboats and jet skis and pontoons and just like out and enjoying, and it was just really cool vibes.
You have to put it up.
Okay, wait. So first of all, I'm gonna put up this quote from Connor. He said, "Monty Python vibes, and hear the cooliness and the brew of the grounds with ladies of Manitowoc region, Lady Prigge and Lady Odell." Love it. And then Tim said, "I remember young Tina. She was only 7 when I cast her as Sandy in Grease." I was actually 14, but it's funny. Every time I talk to Tim, I get younger and younger in his recollection.
I love it. I love it. Okay, can you name off the lakes you visited?
Okay, we started at Goss Lake and then Wyers Lake.
Mm,
and then Hartleb Lake. Now, Hartleb Lake, we just stayed up above to view it because the approach to it was super steep and
mhm.
it looked like it quickly went to the water. And I was just a little nervous about taking the bike down there and figuring out how to get back up. I'm still a new rider, right? Let's see. Then we went to Carson's Lake
Mhm.
and Pigeon Lake, English Lake, and Cedar Lake.
Oh my gosh, you hit some great spots.
Thanks. Yeah,
So fun.
Manitowoc County is incredibly beautiful. I
Mhm.
love to remind myself of that.
Right, and we don't like I'm pretty sure with the proper licensing, of course, you can fish on all those lakes from the
I did
shore,
see people fishing. Yep, people were
right?
fishing.
You can take canoes or kayaks to those places. Like you said, some are, like Cedar Lake, I know as an example, does allow motorboats and pontoons and jet skiing and stuff, but like it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So of course we're gonna make a little video and we'll share that adventure with everybody soon.
Yeah. So everybody might not know this, but like Coolest Coast is expanding Sheboygan. What's the coolest thing you guys have come across in Sheboygan?
God, there's a lot of cool stuff in Sheboygan. The coolest. Sometimes it's hard to
Pick one thing.
identify and yeah, pick one thing. I mean, honestly, driving into Sheboygan, when you hit the lakeshore and you start at North Point and then you go all the way around to like Dealing Park and then you get over to the river,
Mhm.
it's just stunning. So I know that that's not like one specific thing, but like that experience, every time I do that, I'm like, "Wow, this is like where we live. Like right here is
Right.
within reach." But it feels like someplace that you'd like travel to go on vacation to.
Right. Yeah, it kind of feels like another place.
Yeah. But they've got, so many cool little restaurants to explore. There's a new ice cream shop that's close to the beach called Blast. It's like walk up, soft serve of all different kinds. There's a Hmong cafe that I really want to check out. Some boba tea, just so many fun things happening.
Yes. Cool. Okay, thank you for sharing that. I know that was like a little pitch in the middle here, but I'm just super excited. Like every now and then we'll drive to Sheboygan for dinner just to catch some different spots. But I love starting to see some of the stuff trickle out about cool things that are down there that maybe we don't know about that are
Yeah.
really close.
Yeah. I mean, and if you're ever there, speaking of coffee, right? The Weather Center Cafe, they just make a solid cup of coffee. I've never been disappointed with the cup of coffee that I've had. The last time I went, I got an Aztec mocha, which has a little bit of chili powder in it too. It was one of the best cups of coffee I've had in a long time.
That so I one of my favorite things is to get hot chai tea and some places Highland Grounds coffee can make it this way spicy. Manitowoc coffee will make it spicy. They put cayenne pepper in it.
Ooh.
So it's still in that same thing. It's just got this like unexpected heat and flavor that, like you said, you don't normally have in a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it just elevates it in some way.
Yeah. Do you know I started my day last Thursday in Elkhart Lake, which is just beautiful in its own right. And that's technically Sheboygan County as well. And I started it's been years since I was to this place, but a place called Off the Rail. It's a great
Oh,
little breakfast and lunch spot right on the railroad tracks. I had a sugar-free latte. It was amazing. So good. And I had breakfast
sorry, sorry.
it was so good. I definitely would recommend. That would be a great spot for you guys to ride your bikes down and just
Yeah, I would that's a great destination, I love it.
yeah,
Cool.
indoor
And, I have to say, I apologize for the alarm going off, but I love that the alarm went off and inspired that awesome dance. I wish I'd let it go a little bit longer because that dance was fantastic.
I just was feeling the music. I was feeling the vibe.
Hey, I just want to say too something that was kind of cool. Viewers, thank you for watching Coffee with Kristen and Tina. Recently, I had the honor to do an interview with Frank Hermans of Frankly Green Bay, and out of the blue, he mentioned Coffee with Kristen and Tina. He actually talked about it on his We Are Green Bay segment, and I thought, holy smokes, that's cool.
I mean, it's next level. I love it. Frank, like the creativity, like the fact that that man creates shows, like seasons of shows and has done it for years will always impress me. Um The shows that they do are hilarious. If you haven't been to a Frank show at the Capitol or the Meyer, you must go. Put the season on your calendar. But I feel thank you, Frank, for the shout out because we are not worthy. We are not worthy.
If only he had known our new tagline, I think he would have really loved it.
Right? Oh, that's
All right, this has been so much fun. Unfortunately, that alarm meant that it's 9 o'clock. It's time for us to sign off, which I'm just having so much fun. It's hard to do. I will feel
means
bereft.
we have to go to work.
Okay, what's a word that describes that feeling? Um, when you have to.
Enthusiastic.
Yes, I was thinking about what describes like if you're in the middle of doing something really cool and you have to like stop and then do something else.
I feel like that would be what every kid feels when they are told they have to put their toys away.
Yeah, yeah. So what is that word? Disappointment?
Yeah, dread.
I mean, I don't dread going to work. I love what I do, but I don't like stopping what I'm enjoying either.
Maybe this is the challenge for next week is you have to think of the word that describes that. So you are transitioning off of something you really enjoy.
Conflicted.
Yes, Lisa, that's a good one. Like, oh, this is really good, but oh, that's also good.
Displeasure. Yeah. But conflicted, yeah.
It's good. So
well, I hope none of those words describe your days, viewers. I hope you enjoy the next 24 hours.
have a great 24 hours.
This has been so much fun. Thank you for watching Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We're your hosts today, Kristin Odell of KLO, Tina Prigge, Vagabond Creative Studio. Thank you to Just Orthodontics for sponsoring this episode. We will see you next time.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Enjoy the next 24.